Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I certainly want to thank my good friend for raising an important issue about religious freedom. It certainly is critical, and as we look at some of the atrocities that are happening around the world, Mr. Speaker, I want to rise today to talk about the Armenian genocide that happened nearly 100 years ago. This year actually marks the 100th anniversary. And as the eyes of the world focus on ISIS and the brutal killings of innocent Christians in the Middle East, we must recognize the horrors of the past if we hope to avoid repeating them in the future. Mr. Speaker, this year marks the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide, during which the Ottoman Turks systematically exterminated over 1.5 million Armenians and Christian minorities. This genocide is a fact and cannot be ignored. It is settled history. Turkey, however, has never accepted the responsibility and has continued to hide behind its brutal tactics that shroud violations of human rights. 11 of our NATO allies and 42 U.S. states have recognized Turkey's leading role in this atrocity. This body has yet to do so. The continued campaign of denial sets a dangerous precedent that makes future atrocities, in my opinion, Mr. Speaker, more likely. While ordering his military leaders to attack Poland, Adolf Hitler rationalized, who, after all, speaks today of the annihilation of the Armenians? Mr. Speaker, if we deny that these atrocities exist, we actually perpetuate the potential that it may happen again. We must join the international community to speak with a unified voice against this genocide. Our bipartisan Armenian Genocide Truth and Justice Resolution, just dropped, HRES 154, would send an unequivocal message that we will never forget those that were lost, nor will we tolerate human rights abuses of any kind. Today, Mr. Speaker, I rise to remember the 100th anniversary, on April 24th, to be specific, of the Armenian genocide. And I call on our colleagues in the United States Congress to speak out by passing the Armenian Genocide Truth and Justice Resolution so that we can end the denial once and for all. I yield back.
Gentleman yields.